What's up, everybody? And it's starting up here. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure y'all get sound. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. Get this back up. What's up? What's up? Sorry for the late start. Thought we were gonna. Oh. Controller shut off. I thought we were going to possibly do some rematch tonight, and then that kind of fell through. So kind of chilled for a little bit, and then get on here. All right, here we go. Where's my controller not working?
That's awesome. I'm just gonna tell him that we heard him. Heard you, bud.
Get my settings real quick. Controller. Let me check something real quick over here. Air controller. Everything looks good on there. I'll just restart the game, I guess. Make sure my controller fell asleep because I started the game up earlier and then anyway. So we'll get into the snacks here in a minute. I'm running low on snacks. Need to up my snack game. I really need to quit snacking, but I didn't eat much for dinner. All right, we're restarting the game. So welcome, everybody. Eating some pistachios while I wait. All right, coming up, I think. Is that stuff out the way? All right, cool. All right, y'all are up there. Hey, we're good now. Okay. I could just. What's my computer being so loud? Put the lid on it. Yeah, so this game. If you've ever played any SnowRunner, MudRunner, or seen those games, which I played quite a bit back 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. Pretty much have a bunch of off-road vehicles. You're traveling around. You can see the map here on the screen that we're on right now. But you travel around to different places with different vehicles to complete different tasks. So this game particularly, it has a lot more machinery in it, and you're basically a company that comes in and helps with relief after storms. So like a lot of this area already flooded. All this was underwater through here, and they set up a dam somewhere. Here, right here's the dam. And so they pumped out a lot of the water and stuff like that. And then we're getting electricity back to certain places, helping rebuild some buildings. That's kind of the gist of the game. But you just drive different vehicles from place to place and have different tasks. You either have to haul something somewhere, or run a cable, or cut down a tree, or build a road. Those kind of things. So it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it. So. Like I said, I think it was last stream, maybe one of the other ones, but I was a little reluctant to get this game because after SnowRunner, they had another game, and it wasn't. I didn't really like it. Expedition, a MudRunner game or something like that. So yeah, we just drop this stuff off. Oops. Oh, engine not running. finished up that one last time. I think we said one that sounded like probably our best one. Clear the area of objects. Which I was hoping this crane could reach to it, but we'll see. It does. Activate this one here. Oh, it's already being tracked. Okay. What do they want me to clear? All the I need to go. I gotta take my big crane over here, I guess. Clear and then pick up objects from where? Here. Alright, so it looks like we gotta pick up both those backup pumps. Bring them back to there. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we have... Wait, where's my stuff? Here it is. We have these guys already here. I feel like... Should have built this road here, but it didn't. So, but that's not too bad to go. Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of bad to go out that way. Maybe we need to build a bridge there, but we'll see. I think back out this way is going to be our best bet. But so we need to get. We have to bring both vehicles up here, I believe. I don't think I can fit both those in a small truck. We'll try. We'll try. Why not? If it messes up, then we'll do better next time, right? Maybe, hopefully. Alright, that's our big boy. Where's our smally guys? There we go. Put one of these here. Deploy that bad boy there. Alright. So this is also a co-op game. You can play up to 4 people, I think, which I think would be pretty cool. Only had 4 friends. 3 friends, I guess. No, but I do think it would be, I don't think the game would be as long, because there's a lot of times where, I mean, I feel like a lot of my time I'm just moving vehicles from one place to another. But I do think it'd be cool. Just to try them a little bit. What are we doing here? What are we stuck on? Oh, I'm hanging all-wheel drive. I'm rolling here. This real quick. Where I gotta go? Alright, so gotta hug this around to the right and make my way up that hill. Alright, been here before. Got stuck here before, so we'll see. I've also rolled over here before, so I really need to just come in here and build a road through this area. But since it's fresh restart, like when you restart the game, a lot of the ruts and stuff go away, so a little easier to travel early on, but then as you start tearing it up more, it's a little more difficult. Right. This is the shortcut area to come up through here. Tight turn it. Oh, some of this is already rutted up, but that's alright. As long as we're rolling. Why can't I cheer a bit? What does that mean? Why can't you cheer a bit? Like one singular bit? Because there's a 300 minimum for it to show up on screen. Otherwise people would just give a penny over and over again. So 300 bits would be about $3, so I feel like that's a reasonable amount to set it at. Otherwise, people would just spam it. Same reason you can't just give $1. It's $3 minimum for it to show up on screen. You can give it. Yeah, you can do what you can. I mean, I'd still get the bit. It just doesn't show up on screen. Or honestly, they may have a minimum on Twitch itself. I don't know. Not sure. I mean, thanks for the thought, but yeah, I think that's just the way it's set up. Alright, made it up here. Hopefully we can put both of whatever these are in here. I think we can. There's little boxes. That's weird. Alright, here we go. Have you guys ever seen? Yeah. Oh gosh. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Sorry. This way. Turn them. Yeah, I'm sure it's something to do with something. I don't know. I'm not. Let me detach this. And attach. You know. Oops. Oh, I was gonna
That's
say.
awesome. I was gonna tell him that we heard him.
Man, thank you so
Heard you,
much.
bud.
Appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. Again, guys, remember you get a free Prime sub every month. So if you're a member of Amazon Prime and have been enjoying the Prime days, you can also get yourself a free sub every month. So another thing that you can possibly do just to keep you from spending any extra cheddar. Let's just do this. That's about the best we're gonna get. Maybe. Oh, what I was gonna ask. Have you guys ever seen the show 11/22/63? Have I seen that in chat? I'd never even heard of it. My mother-in-law actually told my wife about it. We watched the first couple episodes. So it's about, it's got, I don't know what year it was made. Like it seems pretty new. I think it's a JFK thing. Yeah. I think it's a Stephen King novel, possibly. Not a reader. But I think it was a Stephen King novel, and it was turned into a show. That's got James Franco in it. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. And he died. That's fine. So my mother-in-law was telling me about it being on Amazon Prime, but I think it was I think you had to buy them on there, but she had like a gift card, so she was getting it. But we found it on Tubi, which is free. You just have to watch commercials. So that's what's up with that. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. We only watched the first 2 episodes so far, but change vehicles. I just figured I'd get that guy as far as I could. I had to go bring in the big dogs, you know. The big dogs eat. I have to drive this over there anyway to move everything out the way, so it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna make it too far. That's okay. We'll get there. It's crazy that, like, what is my turn here? Okay, that's not the. Okay, let's make sure. That's crazy that, like, the Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. But there's so many, like, Hulu and all those different ones that make you watch ads anyway. Like, why are those things not free? It doesn't make any sense. Tubi, like, I know they don't have, you know, they hit new shows or, you know, this or that or whatever, but, like, it's free, but you just watch ads. I don't get it. And then now they've taken it to where, like, all these things you already pay for, Amazon Prime or Peacock or whatever, that used to, you had a subscription, and so you didn't have to watch any ads. And now you have to watch ads on it unless you want to pay even more. Same thing on Netflix. Now they have, like, a commercial option and a non-commercials option. And even with Hulu, we have the non-commercials, but you still have to watch commercials on certain channels of stuff. So, like, History Channel stuff. You still have to watch commercials on it. I don't know, it's just weird. KR Speedy's hat coming in with a 35-month streak.
That's awesome. I was gonna tell him that we heard him. Heard you, bud.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What up, Jeff? So I have rolled this over here before, but not my goal here. Let's see if we can get out of here without rolling over. There we go. Get our wheel speed back up. Can we get some background music? Come on, gang. Let's get some music going. Leave me out here to drive. No music or nothing. Let's just drive straight up this hill here. Right now, the stuff that I'm... Oh, yeah, brakes on. The thing I'm working on right now is... No way I can't pick it up because it's stupid thing. Yeah, just a second. Oh, landed it. Hey, come wear Speedy's hat. Coming in, taking us to 206 with 42 total gifted after that
That's
5
awesome.
gifted.
I was gonna tell him that we heard him.
Thank you so much for
Heard you,
that.
bud.
Again, we're on our way to get 250 this month. That's my goal, is to be at 250 by the end of the month. I think we could do it. So if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Alright. What I'm going to do is put this out a little bit, so a little extra boost here. Stuck on the tree. Oh. Better. There we go. Right. You're good. Yeah, come on. So, again, I think I've reached the limit on these little trucks. I wish there were more trucks that carried cargo and had a crane on them, so you don't have to drive 2 vehicles there, but I think I might be past the point of using these little bad boys. My VIP back. Man, I haven't done VIPs in a while. It has been confirmed. Speedy's hat is on a roll. Alright, so I think we just go straight through this. Gotta do like that. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight through. Hopefully we can get up this side. Looks a little steeper than what I would have preferred. But we got the crane behind us, so we get stuck, you know? Okay. Not too bad on the deep water warnings. Still moving, that's good. Alright, Panda, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Thank you for the sub. I know it's not always easy to support, but I appreciate your support. Yeah, we should be back tomorrow. I don't know exactly what we're doing for our Friday night group. I may be on this late, like after group stuff with the rest of the guys. But I don't know for sure. I don't know if it's been finalized what we're doing tomorrow. I think there's been a few things floated around, so probably depend on numbers and that kind of stuff. So should be on 10 Eastern tomorrow evening. Get over there. Googly. Is there a way to get back there without? Unless I can use the crane to clear all this crap out? I don't know what I wanted to do, but I guess that's what I can do. Oh, can't even do that. Concrete blocks on my trolley. What's the trolley? Crane, rotate, yeah. Grab on this. Yes, not. Okay, well. Great. Let's see where these ramps and stuff are, so. Trying to get a Bird's eye view up here. I'm trying to go. I don't see. Not really taking me anywhere. Oh. Let's just see if I can ram my way through there. I don't even know. We'll see, I guess. Not looking strong here. This sucks. Zoomed in here. Alright. There'll be something up here that I have to come get, but it's not looking like my best option. Is there an entrance on this backside over here? No. Not even a gate over her. And drive it out here. Bring it around. Oh. Well, we're going to bring the big crane over anyway, so might as well hop in that bad boy. Where is he at? You got it right there. Who knows? Who knows? This part here. Wrapping it around. There we go. Alright. Should be able to follow that same track with this. Hopefully get some stuff cleared out. I don't even know. Now this one gets dangerously high and the other one's fine. Not important, I guess. Let me get out of here. I wonder if I can drive around on those. Yeah, too risky. Maybe area of objects. See, I don't know. I guess it's talking about this area where all the. Oh, we'll figure it out. Like when we come in here, we come in here, eventually get in here. So what objects does it want me to clear? Okay, there you go. That answers my question. But where do I move them to? In there, right? Alright, okay, regardless, let's go over here real quick. I have this stuff here to finish this, so. this guy back out the way. Send her, bud. Full send, my dude. So speed up. Here we go. Skoosh. A little bit of movement. I can even raise anything up from here. In. Well, either way. Get some anchors down in here. Oh no, that's fine. Yes, we get that. So the best thing to do, one is start grabbing stuff, pulling it out. Should be fun. Do you want to? Oh, you're good, babe. Sorry, I was just catching up on stuff too. I do know D1's been working on a new album. I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the Shadow and Joel stuff, but I know he's been hard working on that, so pretty good chance he hadn't got around to do anything with. I know he hadn't done any of the other stuff for a while, like our remix stuff. I'm sure it probably didn't make him as much money as making a full album that he can post and people download and all that stuff. making some progress on it. Slowly getting everything moved out the way. Sometimes these things be a process, you know. So we got step out of the way. Oh, more over there. Here, out the way. I know, probably could already made it through here, but also want to make sure I can pull these doors open. They have to open out. Alright, I go this guy here. right there. Up here, we gotta go move. Freaking things out the way, I guess. We're gonna have to bring some kind of stuff in here to the truck shack. I just know we're gonna have to make a way for people to drive through here, so. Just back into this real quick. Just all the way open. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to get all these. Alright, let's start by just moving a couple out of the way so we can get to the other side, I think. The best I can. Alright. This looks like a good spot to set up shop. Alright. Here we go. Take this guy. Those are the two things that'll grab onto. Alright, how do I change? Here we go. There we go. Oh, by the way, we got a couple things going on around the neighborhood. We got nothing super exciting, but so I think I may have told you guys about our elderly neighbor lady. She's super nice, but she has been, I don't know if she's living with her daughter or if she's in assisted living stuff or whatever, so I don't know that she's gonna be moving back. And then some of our other really nice neighbors are moving. They've been, so the lady, her kids go to a different school that's near her. I think they went to like a smaller school because they wanted to play sports, and sports is pretty competitive in our city I live in or whatever. Like it's a pretty big school for our state anyway. I mean, it's not like it's the world's largest high school or anything, but it's a pretty good sized school. Anyway, so I think they went there to play sports or whatever. Anyway, so they're moving because they've been living. She's a single mom with 2 kids, but she's been living with her mother, I think. That's where the kids have been going to school, is where her mother lives or whatever. So I think they're moving out there. So some more of our neighbors that we're losing. So that stinks. It just sucks when you get good neighbors and you're like, oh crap, I hope Baker didn't move next door. You know what I mean? Or whatever your equivalent for Baker is in your area. Even worse, I hope that Jeff doesn't move next door, you know? That's just stuff to think about when you get old like me. Baker, you'd love it here. We have a fire department right at the front of our neighborhood, pretty much. Which I didn't know, but like, because of that, we get like a discount on our insurance or something like that, because we live so close to a... Be too close to... Our neighborhood's like... it's a bunch of neighborhoods like connect together, but... Yeah. It's like kind of where you enter in. And Jeff, there's a old folks home right next door to the fire station, so we got room for you here too, you know? Yeah, man, just looking out for you guys, you know? I'm just gonna put Jeff in a home soon, you know? Think his OnlyFans girlfriends are gonna do it? I don't know. I'll have to check and see if they have foosball though before we get Jeff moved in, you know. Actually, I heard the food there is not great, so. I have a friend that lives kind of over by us and she works there. She said that the... Oh. Wonderful. Original positions being obstructed. Whatever. Anyway, but she works there and she's like, it's a really nice place, but they like really skimp out on the food. So people complain about that all the time. They're like they're having to pay that much because it's a really nice. You have like it's instead of having like just a room, like they have like almost like duplex kind of things. Hey, we did it. her up and head on home. We did it. Alright, did we just go up a level? I think we did. How come my gas things up there now are like little recycle things? Does anybody know anything about that? So like up here at the top, let me get my pointer out. So up here it used to have a little fuel gauge. Now it just says like these things. I don't even know what that means. Who knows? Who knows? Got a few more pistachios here to treat myself for finishing that. Jalapeno lime. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Power lines, insurance staple. See what the best way to get here is going to be, though. Because I think... Yeah, so... always get turned around. It always puts me in different places. So, I come over here, buy my beams, and then head back out this way. Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely go that way. Alright, so we're gonna go get 7. Track that. So we need to go get 7 beams. Then we're gonna have to. I think I've kind of been this way before. I have to come up this way to get to that one. Drive back down, come around, go up. Ooh, how do we get to that one? Ooh, this might be a little bit trickier to get to. Tricky dick over here. Alright. Okay, yeah. Let's go do it. Nothing to it but to go do it. Alright, this is a job for one of my small trucks, so is that one perfect? Go to that one. Oh, there we go. We covered this back to our countryside here. Boom, done. Yeah, I don't know how good of a fire station we have here, but and then like right across the street from the firehouse is like an old firehouse. It's pretty cool looking. I mean, nobody uses it anymore. Like it's shut down. Like I think the old guy that lives across the street like may have bought it and uses it like as a storage area. And it's kind of cool looking. It's like an old firehouse. Alright, there we go. They did just paint it not too long ago. Alright, we needed 7. You guys know I'm super good at loading everything up, so. There we go. The perfect pour. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to live that close to work though. Well, anyway, I like I don't know if my fireworkers get flown out to California either, but oh. Yeah, but you'd you'd definitely be triggered at the people trying to drive in the snow when we do get snow once to twice a year. And people have no idea how to drive or how to do anything. Which, from the sounds of it, I don't know if that's any different than people that live there with you, even though they see snow every year. How the hell did I get under there? Come on now. Ridiculous. There we go. Why am I doing that? There we go. Slingshot engaged. That'd be random. Not doing my best packing job here, but I really don't care, to be honest. That's what. Over here. All this mess. It's always the first time the wonder that people are fucking down and figure out how to drive in snow. I couldn't figure it out. Oh. Yeah. People do get the big dumb sometimes. A lot of times. Alright. We're gonna take it back out this way, I believe is what I've decided on. Just park this real quick. Alright. So from here we're gonna go out left and we'll take a right, go across that, blah blah blah, take a right off that. Cruise through that. Zip zap, zippity zoop around. Once we get to the thing, we're getting close. Wait, what objective are we on? Oh, I was thinking of a different area. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. That's not the area I was wanting to go to, but Western Tunnel from there. Take it around, follow the trees, get across the... it's right there by the new road, so we can make our way there. Okay, we'll figure it out. I have somewhat of an idea. Alright, anyway. So I don't know what the actual statistics were because I just heard some random lady talking when I was getting my hair cut. But Baker, do you know like about how many car wrecks are in your city or county or whatever your reign is, wherever you reign as King Fireman? About how many wrecks a month is normal? Just on like a regular, like not talking about snow, just talking about like this time of year. Because I heard, it was just a lady talking while I was getting my hair cut, but she was saying something about like that our city has like 300 wrecks a month or something like that. I was like, that seems really high. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what average is. Of course, I guess, I mean, it depends. First of all, we have like, there's one big college in our, I mean, it's not a big college, it's not like it's a D1 school, but it's not like a Power 4 kind of school. I mean, it's a small D1 school, but I mean, there is a pretty good sized college. And then there's two other smaller colleges. So we do have a lot of college students around, so I mean, I can understand that. Then on top of that, you know, you got high school kids driving and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know what all the other stereotypes are. I don't know. There's women in our city as well. I don't know if that accounts for anything. I'll just stop while I'm behind. Alright, we gotta circle around to the left here, right? Wait, is that what I meant? Yeah, to the left. Okay. Make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, okay. I just saw there's a tree at each one, so let's make sure. Yeah, around to the left. All the tree up to there, and then I'll get to that stuff. Okay. This ought to be a fun little ramp area where I have to cut across. Okay, that went bad. Shredded right through it. Yeah, we do have a pretty big highway that runs through here too, so I don't know if that... But, I mean, again, I don't know if that's... Like, do you guys get called out if it's just like a small fender bender? I don't know. I really don't know where she got her statistics, but they seemed more like a yearly stat than a monthly stat, but... You know, women just like to yap it up at the old hair salon, you know. Alright, we're good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was gonna say, even if it's just like a... And of course, I mean, I'm sure there's like little small, like, you bumped into my car in the parking lot, let's exchange insurance stuff, but that's... I wouldn't think that would be like an official number of anything. So I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't really believe her numbers. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so... figure out this area real quick. Alright. So we gotta get to this one, which I way overshot, so we're gonna go ahead and go to this one first. But where do we get out there? This is our next fun thing to figure out. Really kind of want to just turn around and go back up to this one first. Why didn't I think of it, that I had to turn back there? I don't know. Alright, let's, I really think coming back around this way. Yeah, that's going to be the play. Okay. Let's go to that one first. I think we can get there safer without having to bog out in front through all this stuff, but... Yeah, but you also make a good point that it's like your station, like there's multiple stations. Oh god, what the heck? Oh god. I hate when these things do that. You probably have multiple stations that cover your area, right? So, I don't know. Is this a mud area where I got stuck the other day? I'm beginning to think it was, but we shall see. I think it is, but I think we just drove right through. Any better off? Maybe. Oh, well, it's a little deep there. That's okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, seemed a little high to me. But I could understand, like, people are not great at driving in our city, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I will say that I will say having a motorcycle definitely made me a better driver, just because you have to be cautious of what everybody else is doing and not just you driving a vehicle. Let's see where this road is. Okay, so go in there and then back up. Okay. So that definitely, I feel like that helped me be a more defensive driver. And of course, like, you know, I have my CDL, so I haven't driven stuff in a while, but I still keep it up. But like when you're driving those things, obviously you got to be more cautious because you can't just stop on a dime. See where we're at on this. Okay. I think we shoot to the left of this. We get on up there. So we're going through this mud hole here. Oh, too rocky. Let's see what we can do here. Sometimes you try to go around these and there's really no point getting around them. Almost there. I haven't been hearing any game music tonight. I feel like the game usually plays music in the background. I don't feel like it's doing anything tonight. What am I supposed to do with this? I have to drop them off here, or what? Guess so. Just throw them in the... There. Just gotta take 2 to that one, right? Alright, Can I make it down that hill? I think so. Yeah, we're going for it. Just need to go down that hill, come out around here. Boom, take this first road here. All that up to... right spot, yeah, up to the top. Okay, cool. That's our road. Here we go. Come on, secure cargo. Come on. it going, just like a little slight joystick move. Just slings it sometimes. Alright, so we got 5 there. Let me get the 2 to here. Now we're cooking. And guys, it is, I mean, I guess technically it's already Friday, but it's already almost Friday. Super close to that weekend. You guys got any weekend plans coming up? We got, my mother-in-law's birthday was Tuesday, so we're getting together Saturday. Kind of hang out, doing some kind of thing that I'm going to try to get out of. I want to go eat with them and then let them go do, let the girls go do. They're like painting pottery or something. I don't know, whatever girls are into these days. I don't know. I'm not super into it, but I may get roped into going anyway. So if you guys are looking to buy some pottery, I'm going to have some sweet pottery for sale here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. But if you're not that into pottery either, and you do want some D20 merch, you can check out my merch store. I need to come up with some new merch. Like, I need some new stuff. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. We did it. Now we're going to run power to them or something crazy, but here she comes.
Gosh, you really put the U in rescue, don't you? But you know what? We're missing one key ingredient. Concrete. We need to start producing it again. That means collecting enough resources and plotting supply routes to the concrete slabs facility.
Alright, how about you, Sam? Reading tab. Alright. I do need to start hitting some of these up, but oops. Store resource. We need to store 3 beams. So let me back this real quick. Where are these areas to load or to all the way turned around here? But okay, so steel beams. Can we just buy them and drop them off there? I don't remember how many that works. I think they have to go to those little. Is that where you store them at? We buy. Where are those places at? I can't. I know where they were at on the last map, but I can't recall where to send them on this one. Are they these just at the garages? I guess. Yeah, there's one there. Is there one at this garage? I think that's for depositing stuff. Yeah, so that shouldn't be too bad. We'll just go here. Yeah, super easy. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go into here. Grab us a quick truke. There you go, little fella. For that one. I'm just gonna go grab 3 steel beams. Bring them back here. It's been pretty easy. So some of the side missions do make some of these things a little easier, but I don't know. Alright, here we go. Open shot. 3 steel beams. My first time loading steel beams tonight. Oh. Everybody in chat's got plans this weekend. Yeah. Guess everybody's asleep this weekend already. Only 3. I think all I have to do is get these in the storage. It seems like more of a side mission kind of thing, but pretty easy one, so we'll knock that out. And maybe one more challenge for the night before we call it a night. The green ones are the ones we deposit, or maybe not? I don't know. No, that's where I pick it up. That's where I store it then. Unstrapped cargo. Storage is empty. Let's throw one out and see if that's. I think this is where you store them, but I don't remember. There it is. Okay, cool. Oh, task complete. There we go. Now we just gotta build some routes for this, looks like. Okay, so from this one, we gotta go from production facility to the concrete slab area. Boy, howdy. Alright, so we're going from here. Hoping we get through that water there. The concrete slab. Ooh, it's quite the road here. Send them through here. Across there. Bring them back around. Okay. Alright, well, here we go. Oh yeah, see, I knew I was gonna have to send some people through here eventually. Angle too sharp. What? Huh? Oh, whatever. Oh, a dog wants out. BRB.
That's awesome. I'm just gonna tell him that we heard him. Heard you, bud.
Right when I got up, Shaden Wolf comes in. Thank you so much, Shaden Wolf. 34 months. I appreciate that so much. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm thinking... Oh, sorry. We'll probably make it through this area. Got a dog going outside. Oh no. That is right now maybe our only hang up, hopefully. Jump up. Dog, don't come in here licking. Hey. You need all that. Yeah. Just keeps looking at me. Like, as soon as you turn around, I'm gonna start looking at you. Alright. Alright, so last time we were super lucky and got our vehicle there first try. Oops. Go to. Oh, good. That's Alright, let's see how far they get here. I mean, I guess this game is kind of taxing, but it is, man. Let's see how far this one gets. I'll let them both run. I'm feeling this could be a spot where they get stuck. They have to go over there and push them through the mud. I don't know. We'll see on that one. Don't really know that there's another safe way to go. Again, that's why I like to put a lot of checkpoints, because they're about to be dead in the water. Alright, what am I close to over here? Anything? Any of our home bases? Nothing. So that one made it as far as he could. See what this guy's doing over here. He's making it. See how well they do through this part. I'll need to. Oh, why keep doing that? Active. Okay. This wouldn't make it. Looks like they might make it. So that one made it first try. This one just needs maybe. And bring it over there. Get it through the mud on that side. I don't know. Edit this point. Bring it this way. This point. Bring it over her. I mean, something's driven through here, so that one made it. Sounds like. Just delete these points here. Stop licking, or go back in there to your bed. Slurpy Slurperton over there. Alright. Add a point there. Add a point here. I think we can maybe go down and across right here. Alright. Dispatch. See what I can do with this. Worst case scenario, I'd get a vehicle over there and ram them across the water, which we've done before. Oh, this dude already getting stuck. Come on, man. What are you even stuck on? Just sliding. Yeet. Oh. What is it? Like, what are they getting stuck on right here? I don't understand. Anything there? Okay, well, either way, we're getting there. Okay, well, we can try this area over here. Oof. That didn't go well. But he's moving. Come on, get on out there. Dude stuck on his back. That's gonna be the problem here. But I think if we start this one back again, and they don't have rammed into each other. He's getting across, just... The other guy kind of pinned him down. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. I guess if I have to, I can... No, that road doesn't take me anywhere near where I need to go, so... I do need to start turning. Well, they're still moving. That's good. Slowly but surely getting out the water here. Okay, they were getting out the water. What vehicle do I have here? Perfect. This guy isn't the best. It'll give me a little something to push through, so. Alright. We'll get it closer over there and then we'll see if we can't push them through ourselves. Wait, who's here over here? Who's running over here? This guy. Oh my god, yeah. That guy is definitely who I want. Sorry, buddy. You're fired. He's definitely my guy right here. Too bad. This guy up here stuck on right here. Is it one of the bump? I don't know. Oh, back a little bit. I think I can go. Not good. Oops. Wrong thing. Just fucking spears into the back of it. Crane those guys. Alright, well, we got them up to here, so that's good. If I can just move up a little bit, maybe. Get wrong, but what else we can get out of the park? Alright, let's come up this way and get turned around a little bit. Alright. Okay, you're here to help if we need to be. So it does look like I need to be behind him to push him though. So I'm not turning. jumper up over the mud here. Try to. Train does not want to back up, so what we're going to do is I have an idea now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get up on the bank, then I'll have this guy to push it back up. Stuck. I just want to be able to get in, put other things out. So this way we can get some. They come up that way. There we go. Anchors here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Me here. There, and dispatch vehicles. What? Oh. What's he doing? Try again. No. Can I roll around faster than this? This is the last train. Oh. Come on. It's gonna be done before I get there. No fucking way, dude. How crane's so slow? No way, dude. Can't use cranes on them. Stuck on now. I'm telling you. I do like that you can at least destroy stumps on this game. On SnowRunner, you cannot. Like once you hit that, you was just done for. Right? Let's see what the problem was here. Just drive them straight through there, right? Push them up the other side. Okay, that was what our problem is, probably because it's kind of a little shallow, or not shallow, deeper on the sides there. It is down the middle. Alright, cool. We shall pull up over here, even though we were so close with the other one. What are we into now? No telling. Alright. Go here. Let's go there. Go here. We're going to moving these bad boys back over here where we were before, but that's okay. We'll get there. Okay, let me just delete the rest of these. Be quicker. My original idea was better, but I failed, so. Alright, so I feel like let's go right down the middle. It's not that bad. Okay, let me go back out of this real quick. Let me see if I can get this guy backed up any further up the hill. Bearing it. I'm not going to destroy all the areas they're about to have to drive, but I just have to. Alright, we're just going to back all the way up here, and then we'll spawn them in. Once the second one gets in, we should be able to push them through. Should have been my first game plan, but I thought, hey, it looks more shallow over there. And yeah, so, alright. We're good here. Alright. Let's go. Boom. Once we get our second one in, we'll... There we go. Alright, here we go, guys. Bearings about him over there. The hill, boys. Easy. First try. Ah, yeah, see ya. That's what we all figure. We had a great conversation about how there's an old folks home that's near my house that you can move to. Baker's gonna move in and work at the fire station by my house. I mean, everybody's moving out of my neighborhood. I know my other neighbors, they're gonna move, but it won't be a little while. So they have a lot of money. I think it's the wife's family that has a lot of money, but anyway, they own like a huge farm, like out by one of the mountains that's around here, whatever. And they just live here because the grandparents want them to go to the school that they went to. It's like a Catholic school. I mean, maybe they're hiring a new bug guy. Maybe they're looking for a bug guy that's willing to go after the ladies. I don't know. We might as well just follow these guys the rest of the way. This is going to be our last challenge of the night. They'll pull out ahead from me a little bit. Well, it's not an easy fix by any means, but it was not difficult. I made it more difficult than it had to be, I guess. I think going in there. I take it slow and easy with these guys when you're pushing them along. Those other ones just drove right through here. I don't understand. Oh, good now. Turns, no. Okay. Come on, guys. Drive on up the hill. I do everything for you. Damn it. You got all crooked because of my driving a bit. Hopefully I put enough checkpoints through here. I can just hop in and... Alright. Going up the hill there, buddy. I do know that I want to widen this out a little bit, because I don't know why I put that there. That might be a little easier. Mess up my sand areas over here. So alright, here we go. Send her button. Alright, goobers. What am I getting stuck into now? Let's flatten all this out already. I don't know that we can go any deeper. Alright. Where'd they get to? Right there. guess I can't get. There we go. What's coming through? Oh, this dude just drives right through. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear you. Motherfuckers don't know how to drive. Alright. Hopefully they make it. Let's see. Hey, we did it. Dude, so, like, I don't know, man. Like, when I was, let me just say, like, people say I'm funny. I don't really get it, but I mean, I get that sometimes, you know, there's funny stuff that's said, and you know, I can kind of get um, into a conversation and kind of be funny and witty a little bit or whatever. But I really don't think that I'm that super funny. I mean, honestly, if you guys watch my streams like these, like I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm being funny for anything. So it's not like I'm just like a guy that's funny all the time. Like I remember being, what up, Chris? I remember being like in like elementary school, and you know I'd be kind of like class clown kind of guy a little bit when I was younger. Um, and then, but like I always felt like there was kids, you know, in school that were just funnier than me. I'm like, man, this dude's hilarious. Like he's, you know, he's a funny guy. Especially when I got like to like junior high, like middle school age. Like I kind of quit, um, you know, trying to be so funny, and I don't know. I got shy like before before I went to junior high. Like I wasn't really shy like elementary school. Like I was not shy at all. Like I was, you know, just me. And then I went from that to a huge school, so like my elementary like funnels into a bigger junior high and high school kind of thing or whatever. But so like when I got there, I was kind of, you know, I was kind of hitting puberty, and uh I just kind of started being more quiet, reserved, and not as outspoken or whatever. And so I always thought that there was other people that were funny, and I wasn't really that guy that was, you know, trying to be funny all the time. Um, like I joked around a lot with my, you know, friends and stuff in school, but like I wasn't the one like trying to be class clown, like trying to get, you know, the teacher to laugh or everybody in the class to laugh or something like that. You know, I just kind of just did that, and then you know, D4 and I, you know, we lived together, and we both, you know, played games and laughed about stuff together and all that kind of stuff. And then he decided to start doing YouTube videos just to show stupid shit that was happening, like when he was playing Call of Duty or I don't even remember what all we were playing back then, Halo and just whatever. So like he would just show me some funny. Yeah. So yeah, so I mean like we like used to, he would sit there on like, I mean, me and him played video games like together and stuff like that, but like he was more of the one that was, you know, with like COD and stuff like that. He'd be on the sticks, and I'd just be kind of chilling on the, like we had like a long couch and like a little love seat, and I'd just like lay on the love seat and just lay there, like, you know, nap mode, just kind of chilling, and he'd be yelling at people through his headset on Call of Duty and stuff like that. And it just, I mean, it just kind of went on from there, and he started making videos when we moved out, like from living with each other. Like he started kind of making videos more so. Like he was kind of making videos. He was doing like animation stuff when we lived together and stuff. But then when he moved out, he started making videos to kind of send to me and some of our other friends that we talked to from college, and like showing us just funny stuff that happened or something that somebody said in a game, or all that kind of stuff. And so that's kind of how he got started. And then from there, I don't know, he kind of got me in to play with people, and I wasn't really worried about recording stuff. I used to play like in my living room with my Turtle Beach headset on my Xbox 360, and I would just kind of get in, and like you'd see like in the early videos, like I didn't say anything because we had so many people that were just like loud and talked a lot and were looking for clips and stuff like that. And so I just kind of was like the sixth guy if they needed somebody. And so that's kind of how all that started. And then eventually they were like, why don't you just start doing some clips from your point of view? People like to see some stuff from your point of view. So I think my very first video that I made, one of the guys that we were playing with then, he sent me the clip and he's like, here you go, you can upload it or whatever. And so I did, and it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I never really was looking to be on YouTube or doing YouTube stuff or any of that kind of stuff. And same thing with Side, like he didn't really make any videos or anything. Of course he was in high school at the time, and so he's trying to do high school, but then everybody's like, dude, you need to start uploading your own thing, because we were kind of blowing up off of Call of Duty and GTA and all that kind of stuff at the time. And so it was kind of just getting to where you got paid to have videos, and so they're like, dude, you can make a little bit. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like when we started out, nobody was showing their face on gaming stuff. There was no like somebody showing your face while you're like the little cams down at the bottom that people do now, because streaming wasn't really a thing. And so I mean, really, there weren't a lot of people that were doing gaming stuff. There were very few people out there that were doing gaming stuff at that time. And so when we started doing that stuff, and we were kind of some of the first ones that were doing funnier stuff instead of just like tutorials, like I don't know, like strategy guide kind of videos is what people were doing early on, and we started making funny videos, just about how somebody died in MW2, or how they whatever, or something stupid, a glitch in the game or whatever, or swing set glitch on GTA 4 or whatever it was. So we just started doing funny stuff, and I don't know, I just liked laughing and playing games with my friends, so that's kind of where I came in, I guess. I was willing to show up. Yeah, I mean, it is very taxing, and you see these people that, and of course, a lot of the people that you watch are people that do this as a full-time job. The people that are the bigger channels, but you see some of these smaller videos or channels, and they may have a family, or they have a full-time job, and they're doing all this kind of stuff on top of it. Man, it's a grind to put out videos, because I mean, you gotta sit there. The thing was, like, we'd play together at group time, or kind of like we do now. We'd have a couple hour session that we go through. People would have stuff that they picked out, like, hey, I'm going to use this clip of this and this, and we'd be like, okay, cool. And so like you just record like a 2-3 hour session, and then you got to go comb back through that, find some funny moments of stuff. Of course, the good thing was back then videos we were only making like 2 and 3 minute videos, so that made it easier. But you go through and do that, and then you have to throw some music on it, throw sound effects or whatever to try to make it a little funnier. And then by then you're probably using 2-3 hours to make a 3-minute video, and then you're doing that after you've streamed, or not streamed, but recorded with the boys. So like we'd get on, and like I think we got on a little earlier then. I think it was like 9 to 11 or whatever time it was. Anyway, we had like a 2-hour window, 3-hour window, whatever. We'd record. Then after that, I'd stay up for 3 more hours trying to make a video, and then I'd have to upload the video. While the video's rendering, I'm making a thumbnail. Then I have to get them both uploaded and scheduled to go up the next day. We got to go through comments from my video from that day. Like, it's a lot of work, and that's kind of why I went to just streaming. It's a lot less stress. And it is what it is. You guys get me, whether I'm being funny or just chillaxing, you know. So that's kind of where I fed into the whole thing. I never thought it would be a job, and so like I've never approached it like a job, I guess. I've just kind of done it. You know, if there's a day that I can't stream, then I just don't stream. You know, I don't feel like it. I mean, I know there's people that would be here if I streamed that day, and there'd be people that, you know, miss a stream from time to time, but we were not all in the same time zone, but we were all close, I guess. I mean, G18 was West Coast early on, and then everybody else was East Coast or Central, so I mean, we're within an hour. And then Speedy moved out to California, and so him and G are the only ones that are out there. Everybody else is Central and Eastern time zone, so it's no big deal. Like, the time zones were never a thing, like, that were like a problem, I guess, but yeah. I mean, Sidearms, he'd get on and play and have like homework stuff that he had to get done because he was still in high school, like early on, and early on Speedy and Joel were still in college at the time before they, you know, decided they were going to do YouTube full time instead of staying in college. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of stuff, but it's all worked out. We all enjoy each other's company, and oh, I do have an idea for this though. Is this one of those things where I can pick up stuff, or is it just a drop off stuff? I think this is a pick up stuff though, right? Yeah, so why don't I just throw how many ever beams I need into the loader thing, and then I can come get these beams and build this bridge. I think that bridge would help me out a lot right there. But I don't know. We'll see. Well, maybe not. I mean, I guess I could build a bridge across this thing too. I don't know. Anyway, but that being said, I'm gonna head off for the night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Jeff's been around for 3 years. 18 days. Wow. 5 hours. What were you doing then? Anyway, alright guys. If there's some games that you're wanting to see me play here coming up, let me know. Yeah, but I mean, we all had like a set time that we get on, but again, back then we had, you know, there's more than 6 of us, and you know, we mainly played COD, and so, and there were some guys we played with that were not guys that ended up being in group stuff, so we had, you know, some other guys that would play with us, so it was like trying to get 6 that could play, and so that's kind of why I was just like, if I'll have a spot, I'll play, if not, man, whatever. So, alright guys, love you, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Let me see if G or anybody's still on. Let me grab some of this and some of that and some of this. Dude, I do not want to go to work tomorrow, but do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday. Alright, send you guys on to G. Have a great night. Enjoy your time over there with him playing a little WoW, little World of Warcraft with his girlfriend. So, head on over there. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me tonight. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later, beach.